Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be working on Jason's Dodge Dakota. Yes, it's his. It's not mine. I know some guys were asking. So this is going to be the continuation of working on the truck. So if you guys haven't seen parts 1 through, I believe, 5 at this point, go check those videos out and you can watch everything. We did heads, cam, and it's all pretty much done under the hood, but we didn't have fuel pressure and it wasn't pumping fuel. So in the last video, we ended up ripping off the bed and getting the fuel pump out, which is here. And I'm gonna do the same mod that we did to my Dakota. And we're gonna throw in this AEM high flow fuel pump. This thing is working excellent in my own truck. So I'll link this down in the description below. I'm gonna rip this thing apart. I should be able to do it fairly quickly. And we'll be putting it into Jason's truck. And I'm also kind of excited. I'm doing a review of this on my other channel. So I'll link my other channel and the review of this. Also here you can check above, or I'll also link it down in the description below. You can check out my review for this. This thing was cheap and it's going to allow us to drain the old fuel. When I was talking to Jason, I think the fuel is somewhere between 3 and 5 years old in the tank. So I don't want to put that new pump on there and suck it all through there and have it gum it up, because I think the old pump, that's why it failed. It's probably like, I don't know, varnish or something in there at this point, like because it started pumping fuel and then it completely stopped. So I don't want to do that to the new pump, so I'm going to drain it down with this thing, and then we'll hopefully install everything. We are not sure what the failure is, but the pump definitely does not work. So putting that in there like that gave us a nice snug fit. So you can see that's in there like that. Might as well take off the rubber cap on the bottom. Fuel pump is done. All right, so I'll stick this into the tank. It reaches the bottom, which is nice for what we're doing here. I'll shove this. It's actually got these nice little clamps that I can clamp it to the side of my can with. And then we'll hit the switch and we'll see what happens. Oh, look at that thing go, you guys. So just like that. Just like that, she is pumping the gas out. This thing motors, you guys. This is so cool. So this is just old nasty gas. We're gonna take it out and put some fresh stuff in here. Sounds like we're getting pretty low on gas, but this thing motors, you guys. It removes 10 gallons out of this tank pretty much in like less than 10 minutes, which I think is pretty fast for just a little cheap pump. Okay guys, so we removed all of the fuel. Hopefully you guys can see it. You can see the bottom of the tank now. It's completely empty, and now we can go ahead and put our new fuel in. So we got 5 brand new gallons of premium. So I'm gonna dump that in there rather than trying to mess with that neck, so that I can test everything as well and make sure we got fuel pressure up at the front. I'm just getting ready to put this back on. If you guys have ever tried to take this off after a certain number of time or whatever years, whatever it may be, this thing gets extremely stuck on here. So what I am gonna do, you could probably use WD-40 or something like that, but what I'm gonna do is just put some of this, that whatever it takes transmissions gave me. It's just assembly lube. It's, you know, any kind of grease or anything could work, but they were kind enough to send me this, so I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to put this on the threads, honestly, just to get this thing to spin nicely. And if we ever need to take it off again, it's not going to be an absolute nightmare, since it'll be somewhat lubricated. So like I said, you don't have to do this, but probably make your life a lot easier, because if you guys watched me take this off in the last video, it was not fun. So I'm going to smear this on this thing here. So there we go. So let's go ahead and get our pump. We'll get this thing on. Okay, so you guys will see an arrow here, and there's an arrow section right there on the tank. Those have to line up. So make sure you line those two up when you're doing this, so that your pickup and everything is in the right spot. So we'll go ahead and we'll lower this in. Just make sure you're conscious of where that fuel level sending unit is. We'll line up our 2 marks, like I said. And we can drop this thing down. You're gonna have to tuck your seal in at the same time. So just keep an eye on your seal while you do this too, because it can get caught as well. Okay, so we'll connect our hoses, connect our fuel line, and last but not least, connect our electronic connector. It's a red latch, and we can check to see if we have fuel pressure finally. Okay guys, so it's nothing official, but I just, we're not gonna do a fuel pressure because I don't want to pressurize this just yet, but I just want to check for some flow. We had 0 flow into the can right there. So I'm gonna turn the ignition to on, turn on the fuel pump. Even me just cycling this should at least give us some fuel up here, I would think and hope. I heard the fuel pump definitely hit, so. Might take a little bit to prime, but we should be getting fuel pressure in a second. So let's go ahead, we'll hook up the snap-on, turn the fuel pump on and see what happens. You're gonna go into functional tests. If you guys have one of these, you're gonna hit yes. We're gonna go on a fuel pressure test. We're not checking for pressure, but we wanna just run the pump. So we're gonna hit yes, and then we're gonna hit yes to turn the pump on. And sure enough, she fills up pretty fast, you guys. Some nasty stuff in there, so. But she is flowing quite a bit pretty fast, so we're good. And we'll turn it off, we just hit no. So there you go. Yeah, see how fast she's flowing? So we are all set, we got fuel pressure. Okay, so just before I set the bed back down, I'm gonna replace, like you guys saw in the last video, these funny business hangers here. I've got a couple of rubber hangers just kicking around from the Honda and stuff. They're pretty much identical to what we need. And I got some WD-40, so I'm gonna replace those since it'll be super easy to do from the top right now. And we can set the bed down, and I also have to pull a read file with the HP tuners so that we can send it off to flying. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray some WD-40 so I can get these old ones off and also the new ones on, but this definitely helps make things a lot easier to get these old rubber hangers off. There's one off. I'm just gonna get the rubber portion off. There we go. There's one. I'll take this off. That off. We'll get this new one on here. All right, there we go. There's one rubber hanger. Slide off all these other band clamps back here. Okay, so both rubber hangers are on. Let's move on to the exciting stuff. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the bed back down. And I'm not gonna bolt it up just yet. We'll make sure everything's running and good, but we'll put the bed back down. I can roll it back, and then we'll pull the tune out of, well, not tune, but we'll pull the file out of this truck. There's probably no tune in it, obviously. That way we can send it off like I mentioned. So let's put this bed down. Okay guys, so we got the HP tuners, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're just going to, I have the MPVI2 plugged into the OBD2 port with the USB cable connected, and we're gonna read the vehicle. So what we're gonna do is, it should be able to close this. So we're gonna close the file that we have open, and we're going to click the little chip here with the green arrow, and it says read vehicle. So we're gonna read it. So it's gonna take a moment here, and then we'll follow the prompts on the screen to read the vehicle. So it's asking us to turn the ignition off, wait 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, turn it to on, and then we're gonna click OK. And there we go. So it's going to download the file and read the vehicle. Okay, so once it finishes doing that, it's going to ask you where you want to save it. Try to name it appropriately, you guys, because it might not make, you know, you might not think it makes too much of a difference right there and then, but I promise you that the files start to get to be overwhelming pretty fast. So just try to name it as best as you can and accurately as can, because in the future it'll definitely pay dividends. All right, so we saved the file. We'll send it off to Flying Ryan, and we're almost gonna wrap up today's video. I just wanna show you one other box that did arrive. If you guys are Ram fans, I think that's what this is. This came to the P.O. box. If you guys wanna send stuff to the P.O. box, I'll open it here. So I think, let's see if this is what I think it is. And if you guys want a shout out, if you guys have a company, I don't know if you guys have something you think we would like to see or people would like to see on this channel, send it and we'll open it. Just don't send any funny stuff, all right? No funny business. And let's open this. Doesn't it have anything on the box? That's so weird. Still nothing. I'm pretty sure I know what these are. And I wanted a different one, but the company sent me these ones to try. Let's see if it is what I think it is. Pretty sure yeah. So they sent these, and I kind of wanted the black housing ones, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to try to get the other ones. Maybe I'll do a giveaway on these ones. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a giveaway on these. Boom. Check it out. So these are real LEDs. It's a whole unit, and it's got the bracketry and everything to go in the fogs there. So that's the difference. So I'm more of a black housing fan, honestly, so I don't know, that's what those are, but I'll be doing a review on these. I'm gonna get them to send me a black pair though, honestly. I think it'll go amazing with those black housings there, and then the little LED things there. But yeah, so we'll be doing a product review on that. Let me know what you guys think of these in the comments below. Should I do a giveaway on these chrome ones and then get the black housing ones for the truck, or just leave it alone, do that? It's weird, the camera can pick up the LED in there, but I can't visually see it, but I can see it through the camera. But anyways, it's gonna be a wrap for today's video, guys. It's late. I just wanted to get that read from the HP tuners from the vehicle off so that we can fire this thing up. So pretty much the only thing, as long as all goes as planned, is I gotta change the oil, and we just gotta add some water, and we should be able to light the candle on this thing. So assuming there's no other hiccups, it should be running fairly shortly. But let me know what you guys think of the build down below. If you guys want to see anything, you guys want me to explain anything better or go over everything if you're just getting up to speed. But definitely check out the other videos. Make sure you give this one a thumbs up before you take off. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell so you're notified of all the latest videos, because we're moving along here fast. See you guys on the next video.